Hello everyone and welcome back to Life Transformation UK. My name is Ben and it's my mission with this channel to help you achieve your freedom through confidence so that you can go out and achieve the life of your dreams. And in today's video I want to talk about what to do when you feel worthless, because there are going to be so many times in your life where you are going to make a mistake or something's going to happen to you, and in that moment and maybe even a little while afterwards, you are going to feel like you are a totally worthless human being. And knowing how to get out of that and to move forward productively and proactively in life is what is going to help you to take big steps towards creating the life that you want. So that's what we're going to be covering in this video today. If you do find this video helpful, make sure that you do leave a like on the video, because it really helps to support the channel and to boost the video in the YouTube algorithm so that more people can see this video and be impacted in a positive way as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe, because I put out 3 videos every single week, all on the subjects of self-confidence, self-esteem and general self-improvement, all geared towards helping you achieve your freedom through confidence. So this feeling of worthlessness was a huge problem for me during my initial self-improvement journey about 8 years ago, when everything kind of just boiled to the top and started spilling over in my life, emotionally speaking. And regardless of what happened, I would go to bed most nights feeling like a worthless person. I would feel like kind of continuing living was pointless. I thought about that on many occasions, which is one of the reasons why I eventually checked myself into therapy, because that was starting to very much get out of control. And what had really led to this was a lot of things that happened kind of throughout my childhood, a lot of emotional issues that I did not work through very well when I was a teenager. And it all kind of, I bottled it up for a very long time until I was about 19, and that was when everything really started to explode and manifest in a way that I hadn't really expected that it would. And given that I had this feeling of worthlessness, I didn't feel like I was doing anything useful in the world. I didn't have a sense of purpose. And a lot of times I didn't even have a good reason to get out of bed in the morning, other than I need to go to work, otherwise I can't eat or pay my rent, or I need to go to university and do my classes, otherwise I'm going to fail my degree. And at that point I would be kind of, in my mind, I would be an even more kind of worthless person. And if you do know that feeling, then you will know that it is not at all a pleasant feeling to have. And the only reason that I'm smiling when I talk about this video now is because I look back on that and I can see how far I have come from that. Now, here is the absolute honest truth that a lot of people might not actually share with you when it comes to things like low self-esteem, anxiety, insecurity, and all the bad stuff in life. The truth that nobody likes to talk about is that these things are always there. So no matter how confident you are, no matter how successful you are, no matter how positive you are, there are going to be times when you are going to feel insecure, or you're going to feel anxious, or you're going to have a moment where you feel like that sense of worthlessness is coming back. It doesn't really go away. And the reason for that is that these are just automatic negative thoughts that pop into your head because they've been triggered by something, or some kind of train of thought that has led to whatever that negative result is. It's just one of those things that happens. And that was one of the things that I eventually had to accept, was that these weren't going to go away, but I could learn how to cope with them better. Because that is genuinely what life is like for everyone. Nobody is perfect. There are just people who have learned to cope with the various stresses and misfortunes in life better than other people. And some of that is down to their absolute grit as human beings, and then some of it is down to them just having more advantages than anyone else. But the point is, if you are feeling this way, you are in good company. Everyone does feel that way at some point in their life. So don't think that it makes you any less of a person for feeling in some times that maybe you are worthless, or kind of you don't have a purpose, or what's the point in being here. This is something that everyone goes through, and I'm not saying that to diminish what you're going through right now, or what you have been through, or what you might go through, but I am just letting you know that you are in good company, and there will always be somebody out there who will be willing to stand with you and help you. And that's what I want this channel to be, and that's the kind of person that I want to be as well. So how do you actually stop feeling worthless and start trying to find your real value? Well, as I said, one of the first things that I did was that I went and I found a therapist, or rather a counsellor, and I started working with her on a weekly basis. We started doing things like working on challenging my negative thoughts, my negative beliefs, so that when we were in a session and I said something like, well, nobody likes me, or everybody thinks this about me, or something like that, we would be able to sit down and really challenge that belief or that statement. And it would often just be as simple as her saying, well, if I said, well, nobody likes me, or everybody thinks I'm stupid, let's go with that, everyone thinks I'm stupid, she would simply say, everyone? And I would be forced to think, does everyone think I'm stupid? And the answer that I could only ever come up with was actually, I don't know. That's just what I think that other people think about me, because I can't read minds, you can't read minds, nobody can read minds. I hope. I really hope. And just through kind of lines of questioning like that, we were able to challenge negative thoughts and negative beliefs and start to replace them with more positive and healthy beliefs. Or if that failed, just some straight up neutral beliefs such as, I don't know what people are thinking, which is much, much better than me thinking that I know what other people are thinking, which usually led to anxiety, insecurity and jealousy. Self-care was a huge turning point for me as well, and I've done a bunch of videos on self-care. I'll leave a link to some of them in the description below so that you can check those out. But taking care of yourself is so very, very important when it comes to developing your healthy levels of self-esteem. If you don't take care of yourself, then what you are unconsciously kind of signaling to yourself is that yes, you actually don't have any worth or any value, because the things that you value in life you take care of, right? And the same thing should go for you. So what happens is when you start taking care of yourself and valuing yourself and your life, it begins to build up this belief that yes, you are actually a person of worth, you are actually a person of value, and that's what you want. Self-care is just a really, really easy way to do that, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It can just be taking a break when you need it, doing some exercise, eating healthy food, getting the right amount of sleep, speaking to friends, going and doing something fun. It can be any number of things, as long as you are taking care of yourself kind of mentally, physically, emotionally, or perhaps even spiritually as well. One of the other things that really helped me to feel more worthy was starting to work towards a worthy goal, and that is what Life Transformation UK kind of started off with. I wanted to help people, and I wanted to create a business that would also kind of free me from the work that I was doing, so that I could go full-time into that. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm chasing after a worthy goal, not because I feel that by achieving that goal I'll become a person of worth, but because that is who I am, that is what I want out of life. And you should go after the things that you want in life, because that means that you are living in alignment with yourself, with your wants and with your desires. But basically the point is, if you want to be happy, then you have to live in alignment with what you want. And ultimately, self-acceptance is the key with that. Accepting your wants and desires in life is very, very important, but it's also important to accept who you are right now. Because once you've done that, then you can work on improving things, but you can't improve things if you don't know and accept where you are right this second. It's kind of like trying to find out where to go. If I'm trying to make my way to the shops and I don't know where I am right now, I'm not going to make it to the shops, or I might do. It would be totally by accident though, and it could take a very, very long time. But as soon as you know where you are, then you can start to figure out where to go. And if you do just want something really, really quick that you can do in the moment when you are having those feelings of worthlessness, something that you can do really, really quickly to get yourself back on track and to remind yourself that you are a person of value, you're a person of worth, is to name 5 ways in which you have succeeded today. And it can be anything from getting out of bed, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, whatever it is, just small wins or big wins, it does not matter. Name 5 ways in which you have succeeded in the last 24 hours. Then name 5 things that you are grateful for, and it can be everything from waking up alive to your parents or your friends or your siblings or whatever it is, your children. So after that, I want you to name 5 things that you love about yourself. And again, it can be everything from loving your smile to loving your laugh, or whatever it is, you get to decide. So 5 ways in which you succeeded in the last 24 hours, anything big or small, 5 things that you're grateful for, and 5 things that you love about yourself. And that is going to quickly remind you that you are a person of value, that you're a person that deserves good things, and that you can beat whatever this feeling is or whatever these thoughts or negative emotions are. So I hope you have found this video useful. I hope you are going to be able to use this information to overcome those feelings of worthlessness when they do arise in your life. If you have found this video useful, make sure to leave a like on it, because it really helps to support the channel. It lets me know if I'm doing a good job as a content creator as well. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, you like this kind of content, you're looking to create a life that you love, and you want to build the confidence to do that, make sure that you do subscribe to this channel. That is what I am all about here. If you have any questions, any thoughts, if you have anything that you want to leave in the comments section down below, then you can leave it in the comment section below, and I will make sure that I get back to your comment as soon as I possibly can. I do make an effort to answer every single comment that is left on my videos, so make sure that you do leave any thoughts or questions or queries that you might have. But otherwise, once again, thank you very much for making it all the way to the end of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos very soon.